everyone, my name is Sister T, and I've written a cookbook called Gluten Free with Sister T. About 10 years ago, I was diagnosed with diabetes and celiac disease. Since then, I had to do a lifestyle change. I had to learn how to incorporate gluten-free products into my everyday food. At first, it was very hard, but I've incorporated different ingredients to make awesome recipes. So I tried out the recipes first on my children. I have 2 sons and a daughter. And at the time of my diagnosis, my 2 sons were football players. So when they came home from school, they would always want a hearty meal. So I decided to substitute the regular ingredients for gluten-free ingredients. So my sons love fried chicken, cornbread, and macaroni and cheese. So this particular meal, I used all gluten-free ingredients. And to my surprise, my boys, they loved it. They told me that they didn't even know the difference. You couldn't even tell the difference between the regular ingredients and the gluten-free ingredients. So I'm a caterer here in Philadelphia. So what I decided to do is, with some of my customers, I asked them would it be okay to try out some of my gluten-free recipes. I'm known for my pasta salad and my gluten-free sweet potato pie. So I started making these things for some of my customers, and they really enjoyed it. There's a local club here in Philadelphia that I used to sell my desserts at. So the owner of the club was a diabetic, and he told me one day that he wanted a sweet potato pie, but he couldn't have the sugar. So I made a suggestion to him that I would make him a sugar-free pie. And I did. And when I brought it to him, he said he really loved it, and he couldn't believe that it was gluten-free. The only thing with a lot of my ingredients, everything is organic. And organic makes a difference. It gives the food a real unique and fresh flavor when you use organic ingredients and a lot of the gluten-free products. There was an event my daughter was having at her college, and they were having a fundraiser. So when I went over for the fundraiser, one of the administrators asked me would I make some desserts to give the kids some incentive to donate. And I said, sure. So there was a local market next door, and it was Whole Foods. So I went over to Whole Foods, and I got all my ingredients. And I went back to the school kitchen, and I made chocolate chip cookies and brownies. So my daughter's charity made the most money. And she said, Mom, the kids really love those brownies and cookies. So when I explained to the students that it was gluten-free, they told me, wow, it tasted a lot different than some of the gluten-free products that they had. They said with my gluten-free products that they really couldn't tell that it was gluten-free. So one of the students told me, why don't you write a cookbook? So at first I really didn't think much of the cookbook, but then a lot of people started to ask me to make a cookbook. So that is how Gluten Free with Sister T was born. Now, I love cooking. I've been cooking since I've been 11, since I've been in the kitchen with my grandmother when she showed me how to make my first yeast rolls. I want to be able to share with everyone these ingredients because being a diabetic and having celiac disease is not the end of the world. You can take different herbs and spices, mixing in with your food, and it gives the food such a unique and awesome flavor. So I hope this video was very informative, and I want to hear from everyone. I want you to email me. I want you to write me. If it's something that you want to know, just call me or write me, and I'll be happy to give you a recipe. So I want everyone to have a blessed, prosperous, and gluten-free day. Thank you. Bye-bye.